What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Beautify Me Ow. And today your girl's finna get real deep as to why in the world I am moving from Texas. Like, the real reasons. And trust and believe, y'all, there's a million reasons as to why I am leaving Texas. Now, getting into the video, I first want to start off by saying, I know y'all saw my video yesterday where I did the wet look, and yeah, my hair shrunk, like shrunk. So even my puff in the back is not a puff like it normally is, which is okay. But at the same time, like, the style was really pretty. I did manage to wear it around all day, and all I did was re-wrap it up last night. And this morning I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it up in a ponytail, because by the time I woke back up and my hair was pretty much almost fully dry, it was like, it started off like my curls was coming down here, and then it went like shoot up here, and I was like, yeah, that ain't finna look right today. So just wanted to go ahead and acknowledge that. But this little ponytail I got going on ain't too bad. I'm missing an earring though. Let me put that earring in my ear. Okay, now that I feel whole and got some earrings in my ear or whatever, I am okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the purpose of me creating this video. First of all, as y'all know, and I've said over and over and over again, and it's evident, I am a new YouTuber. I am trying to get people to get to know me, trying to draw people into my channel. I'm using tags, I'm thinking I'm using cool titles, cool thumbnails, all of that good stuff. And it's just like working, but it's not working at the same time. And I know everything is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And I have to keep telling myself this every freaking day. But patience is a virtue. Is a virtue? No, it's a virtue. Got it. Okay, so now that's out of the way. All right, so why am I leaving Texas? For numerous reasons, as I said in the beginning of the video, for numerous reasons. And one of those reasons is, okay, we got out here last year around March time. And pretty much from that time until now has been nothing but hell and high water, literally. Now, the part of Texas I'm in is Beaumont, Texas. When I was living in Austin, Hutto, you know, Round Rock, that area, it was nothing but like literally cupcakes and rainbows. Like, I had such a great time out there. Met some really cool people, graduated high school out there, had my oldest son out there, all of that good stuff. So I'm not going to say the whole Texas. But in this instance, I'm talking about Beaumont, Texas. And I have been going through a lot. I mean, out here, I'll get a job, can't keep the job because of how I look. Even though my work is always spectacular, I know this because being a bartender, you know, guests love a very hospitable person and someone who has a bubbly personality, and that's me. I do my job, and I love what I do. And people out here, like, that I have come across, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but the people that I have come across have really been really shady. And whenever you do better than them, especially females, they tend to be those ones that are in power, and they are quick to let you go for any reason whatsoever. Okay, so on top of not being able to keep a job out here and all the hate that I deal with, the really big situation I think I want to say first before everything else is, I was working at Holiday Inn out here in Beaumont, Texas, and I was the only professionally trained bartender. I was the only one that kept my professionalism all the time. I was the bartender that trained the other bartenders, created all the drink specials. And on top of that, I was the one who made more money through my tips. With that being said, excuse me, y'all. With that being said, it got to a point where pretty much the one who was in charge of everything, I'm not going to say any names, as bad as I want to be shady as hell right now, I'm not going to do it. But she, before she got her position, she was really cool, really like a cool person to hang around, things like that. We became really close friends, so I thought. So moving forward, She gets promoted to the food and beverage director at the Holiday Inn, and all of a sudden power goes to her head, and it's like you could see the change in her, but she kept playing around with it as if she was still cool with everybody, when in real life she was plotting against everybody that was working for her. Okay, that being said, I have a day off one day and I go to Houston, hang out with my producer out there. And the next day, well, that night I kept saying, something's not right, something's not right, something's not right. Well, the next day I get a phone call from the Holiday Inn. It's her. And she's saying that guests are complaining because I refuse to sleep with them, that I brag about prostitution, that I am doing favors in exchange for money. That's how I'm making so much money on my paychecks and through my tips and this, that, and the third. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, you got some proof? There was never any proof. Okay. I am a person who has 3 children. I went to work, came home, and sometimes I would stop at a bar after work, and ain't nobody know about that because I didn't tell nobody. I didn't put nobody in my business. Very picky about that. So that was the most I would do, is go to the bar. I mean, who gets off of work, especially as a bartender, and knowing you can't drink at work, who doesn't want to have a stiff drink just before they go home and relax? Like, come on now. Like, anyway, so she pretty much ended up admitting that she couldn't figure out how I made $1,200 on almost every check since I started. She can't figure out how I'm doing it. And so pretty much she went on based on what she wanted to pin on me, which were the same rumors that were pinned on her. Am I giving y'all some tea right now? So every rumor that was pinned on her before I even got my foot all the way in the door, I chose to let go. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give her a clean slate. I'm going to be, I want to get to know who she is before I prejudge her based on other people's prejudgments. I don't want to be that person. I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt before I can even speak on how they act and what they do, because then I'll just be a big old hypocrite, because I'm always big about letting people get to know me, because I go through this crap and I haven't done anything to earn those titles, and people just see me and they hate on me. But we're gonna get into that. So anyway, she puts all this stuff on me, being that Texas is an at-will state, which I freaking hate. It's an at-will state. So if you look at somebody the wrong way, you can get fired, and they do not consider it wrongful termination. You can pretty much get away with anything as management or someone in power when you don't want somebody to work there anymore. Whether you hating on them, whether they really did do something, whether they just looked at you funny, whether they acted a different way, they can let you go, and there's nothing that any lawyers will do to help you. I know that because I asked around 5 or 6 of them after I lost the job in January. Okay, so that's something I really wanted to go ahead and say, and it stuck out for me. Well, look at karma. This heifer done got fired too. So I'm like, was it because your ass went over at work? Because you would be calling me, making sure everything is straight, because you didn't feel like being at work, because you had an excuse of why you couldn't be there, why you couldn't do this, why you couldn't do that. But you always want to put somebody else under the bus when you know you wrong. Well, guess what? She got her karma. Because I did set up a whole private investigation up in that piece. And it's just real funny how shortly after I'm out of there, so is she. Hoping it was on me for that one. But anyway, I live a very honest life. I go out here, I hustle, I try to make money. I'm building clients for makeup. I'm just trying to progress as a person, progress in my life, and progress for the fact that I have children that I have to take care of, bills that need to get paid, and needs that need to get met. Okay, so now I'm going to get into something a little bit deeper, and it's really more serious. So I'm going to go ahead on and get into that. So the most recent job that I've had out here, it was an awesome job. I was working in a club. I was bartending again. I finally got some confidence back after losing that job and falling short for my bills. And when I tell y'all how far behind I got because we can't survive on just one income, I'm trying to tell you. So I picked up this job at the club. I was singing at the club as well as bartending at the club and promoting for the club and going places with the club. When we had events other places, I did that. I loved it. But the reason why I'm not there now is because one night when I was at work, I went outside to smoke a cigarette. And something in my gut said, smoke half of that, go back inside. So I followed my gut. I smoked a half of a cigarette, and then I went back inside. 10 to 15 minutes after that, everyone in the club is running towards the bar and screaming. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on, but I'm not dumb enough to go out there and figure it out either. So I got pulled into the office at the club, and there's a back storage room. I was back there hiding out, and the owner's wife or girlfriend, she told me to stay back there hidden until she said to come out. So I did. I didn't know what was going on. Well, stories started circulating in the office because other people managed to get in the office too that she allowed in, and they were saying there was gunshots fired and somebody died, but like 3 people was shot. Like, it was just nuts. So I hear that and I'm kind of like in disbelief. I'm like, yo, like, I'm not in DC no more. I'm not in Virginia no more, where you hear gunshots or you close to gunshots on a regular basis. Like, I left there. Well, I was wrong. So eventually, after stuff kind of sort of started to die down, I decided to go outside on the other side of the club, like the back side. And I was like, I'm going to finish my cigarette because right now my nerves are bad. I don't know what's going on. I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect. I walked around the front of the building, and someone who was very loved out here, someone who had quite a big stature out here, people who loved him, respected him, all of that, he was up against the building, dead. He was shot 12 times, and he was just sitting there. And I think at first I was like, it's military stuff kicking in. I'm prior military, if y'all don't know that. And I was like, okay, it's a dead body. Like, I'm sorry that it happened, but I wasn't like everybody else who was like frantic and screaming and things like that. Well, I thought I was all big and bad and tough. So eventually we all got back inside. As far as the employees, we all got back inside, started cleaning up the bar area and things like that. Well, the cops come in, make everybody put our hands up. We walk out the front door. And then I realized, I was like, dang, 15 minutes before this event took place, I was standing right there in that spot, smoking a cigarette innocently. I could have been that one shot. I'm totally shook about that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang, that was too close to home for me, because that really could have been me. And I might not have been able to see my children that night. I would not have been able to come home. I might not even made it alive after that. And as many gunshots was going on, and I think there was like some AK-47s and some other like big time guns out there. Like, I could have been an innocent bystander and I could have died. And I still had to see the body sitting there against the wall for hours, because one of my former friends, it was her cousin that passed away, and she saw the entire thing. So I'm coming, of course, when the cops released us and after they asked us questions and things like that, I went and found her. I consoled her. I would not leave her side. So I'm being strong for both of us right now. At the time, at first you're still in shock, so you don't know how you're going to react or whatever. So that was my reaction. I was more calm, cool, and collected, and I was trying to get her calm and stuff like that. Excuse me, I did just eat. But so I end up leaving from the club at, I think, 7:30 in the morning, the following morning, because they would not let us go. Any cars that were parked inside of the parking lot could not leave, things like that. So after that event, and after stuff kind of like hit me for real, I changed. I think I was a little bit, even though I've been through a lot of things, I think I was on the side, more of the naive side and more emotional side and things like that. But then after this event, it kind of numbed me out, like to the point where right now it's hard for me to feel too much pain. It's hard for me to show a lot of emotion. It's hard for me to even want to connect with people. It's just a lot going on, and I'm still working on it, because I know we as females are supposed to be emotional beings, and I'm not right now. I'm very numb. I'm very, stuck to myself, locked down. I stopped going out. I don't go to any more clubs. I haven't even been to no bars. I don't go line dance and swing out. Anything that I normally do, I don't do, other than going to the stores, dropping hubby off, picking him up, because we got one car, picking him back up, make sure my kids are good. If it ain't dealing with my family or my very, very, very two best friends, Jessica and Lee, I'm not out and about no more. I'm not as outgoing as I was anymore. So I've changed a lot, and I don't know if it's for the better. I don't know if it's for the worse. I don't know if it's just meant to be a humbling experience. I don't know, but at the end of the day, all I can say is I'm thankful to the Most High, because I got to experience some things that were hard, but at the same time, I do feel like it gave me a harder exterior, and I have thicker skin, and I needed it, because being in music, being in makeup, being in modeling, stuff like that, like, you have to have tough skin, and I didn't have that, and I thought I did, but I did not, and I learned the hard way. And then now I realize everything I've been through out here has made me really toughen up. Moving on, that's some major things that happened since I've been here. What else is making me want to leave? Okay, I thought that when I came here, I was going to have more of a support system, because I do have, a brother and sister-in-law out here. And they kind of told me, like, yeah, you come out here, we're going to help you get on your feet. We're going to, there's more music things you can do out here. We know y'all love y'all music and this and that, and, all this good stuff. But then I get out here, and it's just like, y'all don't support me. Y'all don't even talk to me. Anytime I mention music, you make me feel like I'm dumb. Anytime I talk about any passion that I have, makeup or whatever, I've said I have a YouTube channel for over a year now. I have a YouTube channel. I need followers. I need supporters. I need subscribers. I need likes, comments. Like, show some effort in saying, if you support me, then at least subscribe. Nope, that doesn't happen. Instead, I get told pretty much to conform. And you need to do this, and you need to do this. You need to go back to school and be a teacher. You need to go back to school and you need to do this. Why don't you think about going to the prison system and being a corrections officer? I don't want to be a corrections officer, for one thing. That's not what my calling is. My calling, and the Most High himself has already told me, is music, and it is sharing my story, especially to women, because I'm identifiable in the things that I have been through in my lifetime. People 2 and 3 times my age have never either been through, or they did not survive it. You see what I'm saying? I don't need you telling me or getting me out here in any type of false pretenses. Yeah, you linked us up with someone to be our landlord because we have an open house. Okay, but let's get real about this right now. Since we've been in this house, there's stuff that's supposed to have been fixed that did not get fixed. The plumbing system completely sucks. Now, am I complaining that I have a roof? No. But I am saying that the plumbing system sucks. You get mad at us because we're telling you about it. We did not cause this system to be like this. It's already like this. Every time it rains, the toilet stops flushing. Imagine living in that condition and having to do it for weeks. And then you have to hold it back because you know that you might be back a little bit on your rent. So you know that they're not going to do anything to help you until you pay the money. And then they will tell you, how dare you speak to me about this when you're behind on rent? Stuff happens. I did not know I was going to lose my job. I'm talking about hot water tank going out. So for a whole entire month, we had no hot water. We had to boil hot water if we wanted to get clean. We had to take a bunch of whole baths. Like, yeah, we weren't going to be around here smelling. Like, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, is that really, like, healthy? But we could not come to you about it because we owed you some rent money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is a lot. So, yeah, I'm not cool with that. You know what I mean? There are some good things, though. You know, I do own my car now, which is a blessing that I did get from the landlords. They definitely gave us a deal on a car, so I definitely paid that off. That's a blessing. All of the bills right now are paid in full. That's a blessing. But between getting pulled over for no reason out here, between walking into buildings and people automatically hating you, like walking to the store, walking down the street, walking in the club. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by my phone, walking into buildings, walking into clubs, walking into stores, walking down the street, anywhere you go. If I look like this or no makeup at all, whatever the case may be, first of all, let me make this very clear. I think I'm just an average chick on the street. I'm very down to earth. I'm really cool. All you gotta do is say, hey, what's up? How are you today? You'll see some personality, but instead of even giving someone a chance, people always out here prejudge you, like, oh, she's too pretty, like, I don't like her, da-da-da, or she overdressed, and da-da-da. First of all, I like makeup. I wear makeup. I like to dress. I like to be swagged out. I bought the clothes. I'm gonna wear them clothes. I'm gonna wear the makeup. And some days you might see me come out the house all busted, but then I don't go through no problems then. I said, you know what? I don't care what people think, but people dig a lot deeper than they have to just to be petty. Like when I say they bring a whole new level to being petty, that is what I mean. Like for real, like chicks out here will literally have a dude assume every other female, especially attractive females, are single as well. Are single, and that they want they dude. So then when they think that you eyeballing they dude or something crazy, like they will find you, pop up in your inbox, pop up in your man's inbox if you have one, and then threaten your life like you actually did something to them. All this little extra drama, I do not have time for. And for real, I don't have time for this. Like personally, I go out here, I do my own thing. I'm a loner. I'm okay with being a loner. And I am me. And that's all that I can be. But at the end of the day, don't put yourself too close to this fire over here. I will say that. Because Mimi is the type that will shut you down in a second. I will wait for you to say something to my face before I even blow up. I'm smarter than just being dumb like that. I'll wait for you to get in my face, and then I will tell you about yourself, and you better hope I do not put no pause on you. I know y'all like, oh, she just so innocent, this, that, and the third. Y'all, I came from Hampton, Newport News, Virginia, where we are one of the main places that have a lot of killing. You have Norfolk out there, you have Newport News, you have Richmond, you have DC, you have Maryland. So yeah, some screws are loose. And I'm prior military. Screws are really loose. Like y'all, I've been trying to stay calm, and the best thing for me to do is go home to Virginia for a bit. I'm spoiling some stuff for y'all now, pay attention. I need to go home, be with my parents for like, a few weeks or whatever. And from there, now, I am moving to, because I know I said I was going to tell y'all this when the time came, and this is the time then came. I am moving back to Florida, Orlando. I am super, super stoked. Super, super ecstatic. I'm ready to get back to where it's hot weather, palm trees, random little violent storms for like 30 minutes and sunlight back again that evening. I need to be back where I have water around me, beaches. I'm a beach girl. I said Virginia. Virginia Beach is right there. Hello. I need some clear blue water. I need my white sand. I need just the feeling like I can be myself. I don't have to hold back. I need to be able to like let loose. I need y'all to like really get to know me when I'm in my freaking element, where I can act up a little bit in a respectful way. But at the same time, I want y'all to get to know like the Mimi that people, especially out there, know and love. And I'm talking about, I'm going back out there. I'm booking me some shows to sing at. I'm booking me some clients for makeup. I'm doing YouTube video after YouTube video when I get to Orlando. Y'all just don't understand. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. It's the first time that I am actually putting it out there. Mimi and her little bit of family is going back to Florida. Woo, woo, woo. Florida. Woo, woo, woo. I miss it. I miss living out there. And I will not make the mistake of coming back out here after leaving Florida again. I did that. Wrong decision. Worst decision I ever made. Humbling experience. But worst decision I ever made. And I will not put myself back in this box again. So, super stoked about that. What else do I have going on? Okay, so y'all know pretty much like the main reasons as to why I'm leaving. A lot of people that I have come across, I am not Once again, I am not speaking for every person in Beaumont, Texas. I am not. But some, if not most, of the people that I've come across out here have been negative. And like I said, they're just negative. I'm not used to that. You know, I mean, Virginia, you expect a little bit, but it's different. It's like everybody out there aggressive. I'm aggressive. I'm from out there. Everybody out there is aggressive. Out here, everybody out here just angry and need a hug. I mean, that is what you get when you come out here to a lot of people. But I need to go back to a place where I really honestly feel like I can grow. Not where I know that people can and will hold me back. I'm tired of fighting for my sanity out here. I am tired of feeling alone. I am tired of stressing out over if I go down the street, am I gonna get pulled over? It happens. I'm tired of stressing over if my kids go outside and play, are they gonna be all right? Like, I'm really fighting for my sanity. I am fighting for a better life. I am fighting for a safer environment for my children, and I really, really want that. I'm fighting for a longer term. I'm fighting for a longer term job and somewhere where I would love to be. Like Orlando, I had those jobs where I loved to be. Yeah, I was younger and dumber back then, and yeah, I messed up some of them, some good money, but I'm gonna work back towards getting that back hopefully. But and I really am pushing for YouTube right now, so I'm gonna say I'm not going to say I'm not motivated to continue pursuing YouTube, but I am going to say it's definitely harder when you're putting out content and you're pushing for a new life and you're pushing for positivity, and then people still don't see it or people don't subscribe, and you've been stuck at 120 subscribers for weeks, and it's just like, what do I do? What am I doing wrong? I'm crying out for help type deal. And, you know, I did slow down on my videos, and I probably should not have. But I did slow down on them because I really feel like I'm questioning myself. Like, do people like what they see? Are people really going to support? Are my videos good quality, good content? Like, I put my heart into every video. I put my time, effort, and, you know, brain full into it, and I don't allow anything to distract me. So I don't know, but I'm not gonna stop. Whoever sees this, I'm not gonna stop. I am not gonna stop pursuing any of my goals. Thank God I have a bunch of them, but I'm gonna keep pursuing it, and I'm gonna keep on putting up content. I'm gonna try some new things, and I'm gonna do some other things that I never thought that I could do. You know, I'm still haven't sang on here yet. I might do that, you know, I might do that. But other than that, these are the reasons why I'm moving, and there's some more things that are deeper inside of me that I wanted to definitely express. If anything, I want people to get to know the real me. I want people to understand, like, I have a heart. I've been through a lot of stuff. I'm still going through stuff, but I'm trying to make it out, and I'm still pushing and pursuing, and I have no quit left in me. I had quit before, and I'm not quitting again on anything. So hopefully y'all enjoyed what I had to say in here. Hopefully I got a better impression of who I am, and hopefully y'all saw some personality, because I am me, you know. So if you like the content of this video, if you like the content of any other video, please make sure that you subscribe and request different videos from me, and I will try my best to get them done. Like, I'm so excited about that. But please go ahead and subscribe. Make sure that you hit the notification bell at the bottom so that you get notified whenever a new video gets posted. And definitely y'all, make sure you hit those thumbs ups for me. Comment, give me some new ideas on some new content and videos. I am down for that. So just help a sister out, you know. And I'm really a big supporter, especially of those who support me, because I'm stuck in a family where you got this many right here that support, and this many over here that don't, and it's tough. I feel like I'm really doing this by myself, but it's okay because I got to. So it is what it is. So I just ask that you all will make sure that y'all definitely show some support, subscribe, like, share, comment, and I will see y'all in the next video.